One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Aggies about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys' offense will come out first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
That's caught. It's Durham. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the field for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, probably play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Finds his tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Steps away. Finds a little space. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The inside handoff. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. At the 20, he's got space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Throwing on the run. He's got it on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Aggies. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Wyoming, 0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use again.
There he goes! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. Got his man. Running through contact. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Calls his own number. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Wyoming, 3.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Concepcion. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He's now up to 64 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Hard running there. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes.
Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead.
Texas A&M 28, Wyoming 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snares it outside, it's Fitzgerald. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs.
Good enough for first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. He now has 74 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Moss. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quarterback keeps it. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. He's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got him. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3.
That makes the score Texas A&M 35.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it off.
Coming out with it, it's Richardson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Anderson will throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's going to take off. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
22, Wyoming, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Anderson wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one, and listen.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shifting this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Anderson will throw. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grab near the sticks. It's Durham. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Fires to the big fella. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Anderson wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Dead center perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, what a cut! Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That's caught. It's Scott. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Line getting set on second down. Anderson will throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He might want another play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, showing the arm strength down the left side.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurt, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. There he goes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Aggies!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
56, Wyoming, 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room, it's Scott. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Off play action. Complete on the comeback. Can't get him to the ground. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Anderson wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Durr. Oh, the sweet feet. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Harris fighting off the defender. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Touch pass on the right. Turning it on. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Yeah, ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, when you can find these playmakers that you feature and you consistently feature.
Turning on the Jets. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Fowler. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got great speed, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. On the move at the 30. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Richardson. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Fowler. Working that left side now.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10.
Good enough for first down.
Wants to throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to